Boom! Ha! Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. He's back. Your actions have to back up your ambition. For sure. For sure, it starts with action. That's what I postponed for a while. You postpone for a while because you don't trust yourself too much at the beginning. The trust grows and the as you expand and expand and expand your confidence, also your confidence and your so the more you're gonna take action, the more you're gonna get momentum. That's what happened. It's all about speed, quantity, and quality. That is a good way to get started, for sure. For sure. With momentum is the key, because momentum will create also a huge habit, especially if it's very supportive. So it's all about gaining the momentum and just go on with the journey. It's a long thing. It's a long journey, for sure. I'm embarking. Some people, for sure, there is people that think I'm gonna probably give up or something along the way. There's people, you have to not only believe in it, but trust yourself that you can make it happen, because people around you will not be always be very, very. They will be supportive, but I mean, they will not be totally involved with you, because it's your dream, it's your goals, it's your ambition. So you can't expect to have all kinds of people around you doing the work for you also. So it's to be involved, to get involved. Get involved. Sometimes, you can ask help to people, for sure, but it's also to figure things out by yourself is very important. Especially if you have to learn something new to get to where you want to go. It's very good to figure it out on your own, because that sometime we're because many of times I was tempted to like get external help to get something. Sometimes I have no choice, because I don't have the skill right now to maybe to execute the task, but we can develop the skill also. This is the thing. And to figure out things on our own and to fix something. When you fix something yourself, that's a good feeling. That's a very, very good feeling. And this is where also our ambition. I'm very, very ambitious, for sure. I have ambition for my personal journey, but I have ambition sorry, for the world also, for our collectivity, community, whatever. But there's for sure, there is, we're not here without a purpose. We're not here without purpose. So there's got to be something attached to this great purpose, the reason why we are here. Many people don't find any reason to why we are on this plane. They're like they're lost, completely lost. Some are lost, some are completely lost. Some are living dead. Listen, there's all kinds of confusion, because there is a big illusion in place. So with that illusion, they're able to trick people's mind, and it's very easy and very easy to get done. Once you start building an illusion, and people are. That's what we've been told from generation to generation. So it just becomes a reality for the collectivity at one point. But there's always going to be some individual in there that question that reality given to the whole. So maybe we are witnessing an uprising of those people that are questioning reality. Obviously, we are. We are questioning it on different level, though it's not all on the same. I mean, the way I see it, like especially when it comes to conspiracies or stuff like that, we all have our own interpretation of that, especially with flat Earth and flat Earth. Well, flat Earth is just. I think it's another psyop for sure. Everything is the world is a psyop. The world is a psyop, so don't fall for things. Don't put the hype of the world too much on top of your head and think everything is like. I think there's lots of hype, and we are doing a lot of propaganda for them. So it's to, like I say all the time, it's try to disintox yourself the most possible from that conspiracy world, and start experiencing, start having great ambition and great developing a journey, developing a sense of mission for your journey is very important. Me, everybody asked me, like yesterday, I said where I'm going. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission here. I knew I was on a mission from a while ago, but it's just, I don't know, I been dormant for a while. Been dormant for like 10, 15 years easy, and not realizing, letting go of it's just we let go of our power. We become comfortable. We become comfortable because everything is very comfortable in our society. Like everything we make also, it's to give us more comfort, and so we don't stretch too much outside our comfort zone. So everything is made that we become very lazy. It's we are becoming slaves to laziness and impulse and stuff like that. So reprogramming ourselves and staying motivated is a must. It's a must. It's a must to stay motivated. So even just to come here in the morning and do that talk, I'm very uplifted, very motivated for the day. It's in the little things we do and the little words we say that makes us have really great days. And if we have a good start for the day, it's very optimum. We optimize our success for the day. Like, it's about living each and every day and to the max and in the present moment, like children do. Children are very, very happy. You can learn a lot from children, actually. That's why I like to hang out with Gavin a lot. Like, I'm always with my son Gavin outside making videos and stuff. I bring him with me because I like to hang out with him, because he's very they're very present in the moment. They don't worry about time. They have no anxiety. They have no, like, they're very, very joyful. They're joyful masters. So it's very important to me. I like to hang out with him and just have his point of view on things, and just to see him play around. And he plays on the trees and stuff, and it's just very inspiring to see how they are connected. Other than us adults, we're very, very disconnected. Very disconnected from the vibe of life, where children are very, very connected. And that's why I like being with children around me, because like my son and my own children, and maybe other children, but mostly my son Gavin, because he's 10. Sam is older, and Abby too, so they don't follow me everywhere. But Gavin is 10, so he's like my video buddy. He's like my video buddy for the summer. He's always with me. Every time I have the chance to go to my chilling spot, I go and I bring him. Yesterday, I was there for 4 hours with him, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. And that's what he likes. He said, "Daddy, we're going to the chilling spot." I said, yeah, we're going. And then he brings back those pieces of wood. And I don't know, it's just, it's just I find joy in the little things. I don't need toys and all kinds of nonsense to be happy. I find joy in I find joy with passing time with my son Gavin so much. I find so much joy from that. Like, I don't need to, like I told him yesterday, I said, I prefer hang out with you than go hang out with friends and drink beer and stuff like that, like talking about nonsense. I said, I prefer hanging around with you here and just chill and make videos and talk together and see you play around. And the world is so confused, sometimes approaching people, and also it's very in the state of mind that I am, it would be very hard to just think I can make new friends like this. It's just, people are, first of all, I'm very very radical, so better stay away from me for your life. That's what I tell people. Stay away from me for your life. Boom. Yeah. Big up Red Rose Rockers in the house. Yeah. Red Rose. Big up. Yeah, so that's it. I just tell them stay away from me, because your life is going to change for sure. If you hang around with me for too long, you're going to start thinking for yourself. And that can become very dangerous, because you're going to start changing. You're going to start changing. And this is a big thing for some people. Everything change around us. Season change, nature changes life. But for some reason, we stay on pause. We stay on pause and we're satisfied with the pause button. It's like, hello, people. We have to start moving forward. We have to start, at least you don't have to be great to start. It's not about being great and being perfect. And no, it's about taking action. But you have to dream big and act bigger. That's what I think all the time. But I'm at the point also in the journey where I'm researching a different vibe, I'm very I don't know. Like I said, it's we're so deeply programmed and indoctrinated. Indoctrinated is the word. Indoctrinated into their madness that I'm at the stage of just undoing this madness and recognizing that the pattern that occurs in myself. Like yesterday, we were at the chilling spot, and that fishing. I don't know if you heard about that fishing incident that Gavin. I think I told you Gavin put his line in the water, and my son are 32 and 31, daughter 16, and away training in the arts. Yeah, what are you saying, Red Rose? Hold on, I'm going to read what you say. I keep my faith in Father, Mother, and their fair love for us all. Yeah. Will the shape of the earth change your world? It just break our trust down in life because arguments which waste energy and steal joy exact. Very, very good point. I love that. Will the shape of the earth change your world? It's not gonna change. It's all like this is the craziness about this argument about the flat earth. It becomes very, very silly. It's very silly what's going on with this, especially if you start looking on YouTube what's going on about flat earth and stuff. Like if you look outside and you take account by observation of what you have around you, you will realize that there's no curve. Okay, but what's the whole argument about this and separation and division? Because this is what it's doing. And that's it. It breaks our trust down in life. That's it. And cause arguments which waste the energy, steals joy. Exactly. It steals our joy. It steals our joy from the present moment. And they know that. They know that everything is a mind game. Everything is a mind game. So come on. First of all, do you think we're being told the truth on YouTube? It's like, hello. The truth I can experience is pretty much what I can experience. Like, I'm not getting cut in their madness because it's an endless rabbit hole, and it's one after the other, one rabbit hole after it doesn't end. You're gonna be in conspiracy all your life trying to see clear through their madness, and it's all very, very much. It's a bunch of magicians doing a big magic trick. Yeah. And people don't see it. I've never seen it myself before, and it's easy to see. It's easy to question, but for some reason we trust them. We trust them so much blindly. I'm chatting this morning. It's okay. It's okay, Red Rose. That's cool. I like that. Sometimes we have to pause and heal. Yeah, I won't blame me or answer to anyone how I live. They can kiss my fluffy white clouds. No, but what I mean is we have to start moving forward. Is we have to, it's okay. Sometimes it's good to take a pause, but I mean humanity is on the pause button. We're not moving forward with our greatness and all the capability that we have to make a change here. We're on pause. Most of us are not even on pause. They're living dead, completely trashing their life, which is the greatest gift that we have. And, I was like that too at one point. I wasn't really caring about my body and stuff. Like I got to 300 pounds. Like there's a problem when you are overweight and you don't see it. That's the first place where you should, because these are all toxins inside you. It's all toxin. It's all toxic stuff. The fat and all the stuff built up inside you. It's all very toxic. So sometimes people that are a bit like me, I have belly fat. It's probably where all my fat end up. But some people, sometimes it acts as a buffer more than. Sometimes people that are skinnier are less healthier than people that are a bit more fat like me. Like me, I keep that in the belly, but I'm losing it slowly, losing it slowly. It's a long journey. This too, the losing weight. It's such a big challenge, such a big challenge to lose weight for because we have temptation all around us, and the food we eat, the food we eat everywhere, what we find is full of toxic chemicals and stuff. So it's very challenging to especially eat outside of your home. Me, I find it's the depressing part. I get very depressed when I have to go look outside of my home to eat because everything is there's poison everywhere in food, and the poison is not necessarily because they put the propylene glycol and everything and stuff like that. There's the sugar, the fat, the salt, but okay, salt is good for you, but the good salt, there's different kind. Anyway, yeah, my 50 tomato plants, I started transplanting them, Cindy, yesterday. Yesterday, I transplanted 10 of them outside. They seem to like it. They're okay so far. The first day, I gave them like 2 hours of sun. They were going a bit. They had problem getting the sun to them, but at the end of the day, they got very strong, and they're back up this morning, very strong in the dirt. So I'm confident that they will stay alive. And the other ones I will do very soon because I'll do them this week because they're getting very very big. I'm getting overcrowded, and they're getting huge. They're all inside here. I have a few still. I will have to give some away because I have too much. But yeah, I'm gonna have lots of tomatoes. Zombie with not so smartphones. People tell me, "Oh yeah, not so smartphones." That's a good one. That's a good one, Cindy. But the phones is becoming so crazy. How can you live without a phone? Yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah, it's okay to, like, it's what you do of things. Like, I can take my phone and say it's very evil. Money is very evil. Weed is very, like, but it's the use you make of it. I think we can all use judgment, and yeah, for sure, I would like to see the dollar die, for sure. The day the dollar die, things are gonna be better. The day the dollar die. Who knows that song? Let's see if one of you knows that song. Who sings that? The day the dollar die. I'm sure Red Rose knows for sure. Red Rose gonna come up with that. Come on, Red Rose. The day the dollar die. Someone we cannot. Some are gone but not forgotten, and he's one of them. Do I have an answer coming in the chat? Waiting for you. Come on, Red Rose, putting you on the spot. The day the dollar die. The great. Huh? Good question. The great Peter Tosh. Yeah, the great Peter Tosh. There's lots. There's so many greats. When you start talking about reggae music, I mean, that's my. Even though sometimes I take a break also, I don't have always sound in my ear, especially when I go outside. I love the sound of nature. But it's just when there's like, I don't know, the neighbors are close here, and sometimes I go outside and they yell and they play, like, I should not say stupid music, but music that doesn't really vibe with my kind of vibration. So I kind of block myself out. It's my way also to block the outside vibes, then just keep good vibes. Then. The day the dollar die, GFK and the band. GFK and the band. No more. GFK and the band. That's a good one. Send some tomatoes to Newfoundland. We'll take a few because stored tomatoes over here taste like cardboard. Yeah. It's good. It's hard to find fruit or veggies today. Good one. That's it. Peter Tosh. Yeah. Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, all these guys, they're just great. For sure, Bob is Bob. But even that, Bob is great, but there's many other great reggae singers. There's not only Bob. Bob is a guy Respect, I think everybody loves Bob Marley. I cannot find anybody that doesn't love Bob Marley, but the other ones, maybe they're less known also. Like, you have to be into reggae music to know all the greats and stuff. Me, I've been into this since the age of probably as far as I can remember. I listen to reggae music. So I love it. It's a great vibe. It's a great vibe, and it's a vibe that I want to keep for sure. 1913, the day the Federal Reserve was created, that was the beginning of the end. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the money. If we start talking about money, it's pretty much created out of thin air. That's another big illusion that they make us think that. There's a lot, if we start making the list, we're going to be here for long because it's illusion after illusion after illusion. But it's good to know. It's good to know them. Like, this is not the only knowledge you should have. What's good, the madness of Babylon, but it's good to know. It's good to know. Like, I think we all started from there to know what's going on with the world. And I suggested also that you do a bit of research, like just check on YouTube and check videos on YouTube and read books. And many guys have wrote book about the madness of Babylon and all the like spiritual teaching and stuff like that. Like, there's lots of great, anyway, there's lots of books you can access to. When you read a book, you access everything that the person that wrote the book, and you share that vibe, and you get all the information. Most people don't read. It's takes concentration, first of all. You need to concentrate, and you need to focus. And most people have very, very short attention span. That's why even sometimes making the shows here, but I'm not saying you guys, I think here our family that we have on my channel is we're dedicated to motivation and to stay motivated. So we're not forcing it. Me, it's not forced, this thing. And I'm sure you coming here also with me, Cindy, Red Rose, Suzanne, and everything, that you're all here every morning. We're not forcing things. We're naturally motivated for life. Just like a children is naturally joyful for life. But that's it. Me, it's natural. Because I have decided at one point to get out the negative state. But some people are just so negative that it's going to take a massive effort also to get them out that negativity, negative state of mind. It's all about your state of mind. How you start your day, how you set your day with a good state of mind, with a good inspiration, with a good fire, and then you go on with the day. It's very, very important. The beginning of the day is a must to start strong, and to get up early, and start strong. Very, very important. Yeah. I've written a few books awaiting proper publisher. Oh, great. Red Rose, you are a writer. That's what I want to do, to write a book. Or if to read, they read stupid. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. If they read, people will read, but will not read stuff that is empowering, or like personal empowerment book. Like, how they call this? They have a section at Indigo, personal and improvement or empowerment. Yeah. Read things that's going to make you grow, that's going to teach you stuff. I'm not going to read a Harry Potter, like you say, or something like that. That's les romans, pis tout, not very attracted by that. But books that are very, listen, there's all kinds. Bob, cool name, backyards or forwards. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Cindy is smart. Yeah, Cindy is smart. Yeah. We're all very smart. We're all beautiful, and we're creating a nice family here. I like it. It's a very good vibe. Very good vibe. We're gonna keep it like that. I get something to read you here. The Joyous Masters. The Joyous. We were talking about joy before. So the Joyous Master. What is the magic of the joyous few who illuminate the world? What is the magic? Can someone tell me? Where do they find such pleasure in life, and how do they exude such positivity? Good question, eh? Theirs is a simple formula. The joyous are simply more conscious and consistent in their attempts to sense and generate joy and gratitude. It's all about generating it. And you have to be conscious for that. You have to be present. Meet life with full presence and power, and you will generate joy and all the stuff you need, the gratitude for life. And that's how I see it. They try harder. Sorry. They try harder, making joy a practice, a habit, a consistent condition of their character, and enduring social art amid glum and boring times. They have made it their aim to live a joyous life. That's what I said on Facebook yesterday. Have the courage to let yourself be happy. It takes courage. It takes courage because happiness is a state of mind. It takes courage. A happy state of mind is not in fear. So you have to have courage, which is the opposite of fear, pretty much. So have courage to let yourself be happy. But it's gotta be. First of all, I don't think you can really find, but some people find happiness in the illusion, in the material stuff, and but you cannot sustain that happiness. This is the thing. It's going to be a short-term happiness. You can have happiness with toys and stuff, but it's always short-term. You want to have happiness as a state of mind, so you want to be able to sustain it, like be happy 24/7. Not just when you are going on a ride with your toy no, it's when you're alone, when you're in your bed, when you're at work, when you're every minute of the day generate happiness, joy, and gratitude. This is the goal. But you can be happy. You'll find a bit of happiness with your toy, going for a four-wheeler ride or a Sea-Doo ride or all the toys you can possess and the material stuff. But the real happiness is something you sustain 24/7 all the time. You are a happy person naturally. Yeah. Just those simple forces at work that sustain motivation, attention, and effort toward that which they desire. This answer is not popular. It isn't easy to admit that we do not try often or hard enough. This is the big thing here. It's like the lies of the world. It's not easy to admit to yourself you've been bamboozled and taken for a fool. For sure. Can be painful. To me, I don't care. I don't care about what people think of me, so I just admit everything that I've lived and everything that I share. Everything here, very truly, it's a true journey. It's like a real story. It's like a real time story, a real life story. I mean, so yeah. But if joy is lacking in our lives, we must accept the clear truth that we are not often enough bending our will to joy. We can lie and say that joyful people have it easier than we do. But we all know happy people who have less fortune and health than we. Exact. Let us look to the instruction of those little happy people around us. Children have joy naturally. Their curiosity, lack of expectations, pleasures in small things, and full engagement in the moment are quick sprouting seeds of joy. We can learn from them. What would happen if we put their natural inclination for joy into our lives? Think about it. Could we shift to being more curious about our immediate surroundings? Won't releasing expectation, especially the expectation that perfection should surround us everywhere we go, bring new delights? Can we take pleasures in small things and expecting good things to come our way? Surely, doing these things would change our lives. Would change your life for sure. Let us return then to the instruction of happy children again and again. Be curious, release expectation, Take pleasures in small things and expect good things. Cheerfully engage the moment. Let this become our practice, our mastery, our heart. Yeah, I love this. Those who perfect bringing joy to every day of their lives are not unlike any other master. They work so hard at something that it soon becomes play. Ha! It soon becomes play. The greatest artists and athletes, the highest achieving executive and entrepreneurs, the happiest laborer, and the most respected leaders all lose themselves in their work with great zeal and enthusiasm. For sure. Their efforts are like a game. They immerse themselves cheerfully as if playing to their strengths is a grain sand lot. They do not look angry, bewildered, frustrated, or restless, but rather relaxed, effortless. That's what I tell you all the time. Even in chaos and turmoil, they meet struggle with tense and spirited joy. All the time. I always did. Always did. They engage in the challenge and honor it as if they expected it and accept it. Even amid the discomfort of growing complexity of building their lives and their careers, they often appear unfazed and nearly serene. They often sing while they toil and smile when perplexed and working. They span and stretch themselves with devotion, willing themselves to remain positive and cheerful, knowing that one day their diligence will make them masters. Knowing that one day they will have their victory and transcendence. Yeah. These are the joyous masters. The masters of joy. Yeah. The joyous masters know the struggle does not always have to equal suffering. Let us learn from them and remember there can be joy and spirit in meeting life's demands, in stretching beyond comfort, in pushing through times of high exertion and low achievement. The joyous master know that life is a journey, a trying and exciting adventure whose destination matters less than the passion and freedom felt along the way. Let us learn from them and remember that even when we are weary or uncertain, we can feel presence and eagerness for each moment, each and every single moment. But also, you realize at one point that there's no moment, there's only the now. There's no moment, there's only the now. So you just realize you're always in the now and you make the best of it. The joyous master know that amid all the chaos and conflict, all the hurry and wickedness of the world, there is something solid within that is beautiful and steady and good. Like them, we can have the sense that our mind and soul are fresh and pure and clean, even as we slug it out in the thick mess of humanity. Ha, 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 the thick mess of humanity. The joyous masters know that nothing good comes easily, but that all things can be met with peace. Like them, we can show grace even in the tightening grip of pain and face our long trials with serenity and dignity and enthusiasm for a new day. The joyous masters know that in time, everyone will find their path. So the ultimate virtues are patience and love. That's all. Patience and love. Like them, we can know that there is no need to force or coerce others into our quest or joys. No matter how unwilling or undirected someone appears in this moment or this year, we know that all will find their way eventually to their own sense of freedom. Let us pray that we may find the will and strength to learn such things, to practice such things, to become such masters. The path of gratitude will go on with this. We should not focus on the shadow in the corner and be so foolish as to miss the fact that the shadow exists only because the room is illuminated. There is light all around. There is much to be grateful for in this seemingly dark world. And so all we must do is pull our gaze from the shadow and look to the ocean of divine light and grace in which we are blessed to live. We live in love and grace. We live in love and grace, and most people are missing the point that we live in love and grace. You know, we're divinely protected. We're divinely protected, living in love and grace and abundance in a paradise, and most people are missing the point. Imagine that. I live in a world I have to come on YouTube to talk about truth because the whole thing's a lie. Imagine how confusing it is for me, how traumatizing it is for me and for others too. That's why I come here. I have no choice. I'm under major trauma with this world. I admit it. I don't care. I don't care. I always found that there was something really, I don't know. There's just something really weird with this world. The people are weird. People are very weird. Yeah, our path is 1 foot in front of the other like everyone else. Exactly. It's one day after the other. I don't pretend to have all the... I just take it one day after the other, and I'm very joyful for life. Very joyful, very... I don't know, I exude joy and confidence and all the good vibration. That's what we are, you know, that's what we are, and it shouldn't be so hard to realign ourselves with what we are. But if you have lost your way majorly and you're really in misalignment with the misaligned, you know, many people find drugs or food or any type of behavior to cover their misalignment with reality, with who they are. That's the world we live in. There's so many, so you don't need nothing, you know, you need yourself. You need yourself. You need yourself. You need your... in this world, you don't need nothing external. It's just, I realize everything external, all the material, all the attachment to that falls away fast once you become conscious of your, conscious of yourself, conscious of a little bit of, you know, when you start realizing what's going on in the world, the attachment falls more and more and more, and you become less attached to this material world. You want to find more wisdom than... I'm more into wisdom than accumulating things. I don't care. I want to consume the less possible. I consume what I need, and I will not start buying toys. Even if I get lots of money one day, I'm not into this. I'll smoke very good weed and eat very good food. That's what I'll do with the money. Like I'll build a mega kitchen and stuff like that. But I would not buy toys. I'm not into this. I find so much. Anyway, what book was that, brother? That's my Bible. You can get it for free. That book I've read it 10, 12 times. Easy. I've read it so many times on my channel. That's my Bible. The Motivation Manifesto by Brendan Burchard. You can get it for free. You pay shipping $8, I think, or $5, and you get it for free. He has a 3 or 4 book. Brendan, he's very... Brendan is one of my source of inspiration for sure. Brendan Burchard and Les Brown been two of the biggest, two of my mentor, if you can say, like especially Brendan and Les Brown. I was on to Les Brown at the beginning, and then I shifted to Simon Sinek and other guys that very good speaker to get to the truth. To get to the truth, to where I got, like Flat Earth and stuff, me, it was true motivational speaker that always told me the truth. The truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. You know, they all tell you that. They all tell you the truth will set you free. At one point, can I know the truth? So the truth is you will set yourself free if you work on yourself. You are the truth. There's truth in what we do, what we say, what we are. There's truth everywhere, but for some reason, we leave that dormant. We don't really stretch out, and we become very numb to life, very numb to life. And so it's just to reprogram ourselves, bring up the vibes, and that's it. So yeah, did secret societies try to approach you? They love people like you who question every. No, I've never been approached by anybody. Anybody. I haven't. Nobody has bothered with me whatsoever. Nobody. Even people from Quebec. Very. I've met one guy, a Freemason, one day, but it was just a coincidence like that, and we had a chat together. I told him my channel, I told him what I was doing and everything, but he had a very different regard on Freemasonry than what I had at the moment. At the moment, I was into the meaning of Masonry. Like, there's a meaning for the secret societies to exist. There's a meaning to Masonry. And I don't say that, everything has its purpose for existence. And I'm not saying it's okay to keep people enslaved and stuff like that, and to keep them in lies and stuff. But I wonder if it's not necessary, because we're freaking wild. Like, we're very uncontrollable, and most people are very, very lazy with the mind. And these are deep knowledge. There's deep knowledge to gain here. There's deep knowledge to gain. I don't need a temple or a Freemasonry to instruct me, really. But no, I've not. I would share, but there's lots of Freemason, like Manly P. Hall and stuff. They have great teaching. Most of the teaching is accessible too in the great libraries and stuff. You can buy books. You can read books about Masonry and other secret societies that will give you probably a different point of view of why it's there and why it's been. Are we dealing with this? Why are we dealing with the lies we're dealing in the secret societies and the government and stuff? And so there's a lot to know about it. And it might not be like what you are told when you watch a video about Flat Earth on YouTube. So it's you have to use scrutiny and use your sense of judgment, for sure, your senses to feel it. You have to feel it. The truth is something you feel, so it's about feeling it. It's about that's how I see it. But and they know. My grandpa was an Orange Lodge member, and he was there's lots of good people. That's what I'm saying. They're mostly very good people, very enlightened people that seek enlightenment, that seek teaching, esoteric knowledge, stuff like that. They're all good guys. They're all very, very focused people, and I would love to meet them and to, for sure, I don't think I will go into secret societies, because I'm not. I'm more onto a journey that I want to find stuff more on my own. I think I have all this buried probably inside me. It's just to bring it back out, but I don't know. It's more, but yeah. But good men do not keep secret. Yeah. But I mean, the good men, they go in there, but they don't think that they hold secrets, but the secret that they hold is more to me in the Vatican, in the big library, because the common man that goes into Freemasonry is not introduced anyway to the big secrets. It's only when you go up in rank. So the majority of them, we're not talking about one individual. You can talk about your grandfather, this, that, but when I talk about the whole. And I never go really personally, subjectively to each and every, because it's a whole thing. That's what I mean. But yeah, the general people that go in there have good intention. That's what I mean. They don't have evil intention. I cannot conceive that. I cannot really conceive that. No, it's not something I think. I think there's some great people here, and some are just maybe looking more outside of themselves. It becomes like a religion at one point, Freemasonry. When you go into the temples and stuff to seek for truth, and I think it's more inside of us. I think I can go onto a journey and find out a lot. First of all, the truth about myself, I can find everything. But I mean, when it comes to even the shape of the earth, I don't think maybe they know, but they know stuff about, they know things we don't know for sure. They hold secrets in that sense, but maybe it's necessary also. Have you ever asked yourself, maybe it's necessary? Look at the state of the world. Look how we are with each other. Look how divided we are. We cannot even come together to reason. And what? We should know all the secret knowledge of all the ages and stuff. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. We have to become more conscious for that truth to come out, for these secret society to dissolve from within and the truth start to come out in the society at large. We have to become more conscious. We're too wild, we're too unconscious to access that kind of teaching, that kind of knowledge. So maybe it has a purpose for existence, Freemasonry and secret societies. I'm not saying that it's a good thing to keep knowledge away from people, but look at the way we live. We're all divided. Neighbors don't even talk to each other. Like, we're very, very far from accessing truth. And knowing, most people do not want to know the truth. That's the other thing. Then they know that most people don't want to know the truth. They're too absorbed by everyday reality and fake reality and stuff. So most people don't even want to know. So listen, it's a touchy subject when you start talking about Freemasonry and stuff. It's very touchy because most people put them against the wall and nail them and bring them down and like they are evil and stuff. I'm not totally convinced about that. I'm not totally onto that train of onto that kind of thinking that every secret society is evil. Okay, there is lots of people on top that are like in cahoot together to control the world for sure. But I don't know. I don't know if all this, like, I'm very divided when it comes to why are we living like that and the reason and the, I don't know. Yeah, people think it doesn't exist anyway. Exactly. For most people, the reality that they live in is the reality. So this is what I'm telling you. So it's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Who said that? Mark Twain. So most people do not even want to know the truth, and they know it. They know that. Come on, secret societies have been around forever. They've been preserving knowledge forever. There's always been a certain amount of people in society that seek truth and enlightenment and are not living dead. But there will always be the masses, the majority of people are living dead, and it's always been like that. It's always been very low. Like, I don't think we are. You have to condition yourself to enlightenment and those stuff. You're born dead with life. You're born dead with life. So what? They're supposed to teach truth to living dead people, blindfolded living dead people. Like, that's what it is. I don't know. I'm divided. You might not agree with me. I don't care. I'm speaking my mind here. I say what I have to say. You don't have to agree or you don't have to like it. But that's the way I see it. I think there's a reason for everything to exist, just like every season has its purpose. Secret societies have their purpose. Once we become more conscious as a whole, it will dissolve, just like everything else. Just like the army, the government, and all this, and the police will become more conscious. And it's just a matter, it's a mind game. It's a mind game. It's not, we can all reverse that, this state that we live in if we become more conscious. But we are very, very unconscious. So this is just my point of view. But imagine if we all agree. Yeah, I know. You might not agree with me. I don't look. I just come here to give my point of view. It's after all, it's just me giving my opinion. Like, I don't want to. The world is not changed by your opinion anyway. The world is changed by your example. So I can give any opinion on any subject that will not change the world. It's your example. It's the change you bring. It's the good vibe you bring, and the love and the truth and that's how I see it. Through that freedom, share it with the class, Johnny. Yeah. Emotive subject secrets are evil, and that society is evil. Yeah. They all blackmail each other, hence they have to stay in, no outs. Yeah, yeah, that they go on to oath and stuff. Secret society, it's a big. There's lots of, but I've never been like approached or been introduced to. It's only stuff that I wrote, that I read about Freemasonry. I read one or two book about it, the meaning of Masonry. Even in my video on this channel, you go back, just go into search and punch meaning of Masonry, and I read the whole book about it on this channel. There's like 30 videos about the meaning of Masonry, and I express my views on it in those videos. So, and it's still very accurate. So I leave all my video up because I can go back to the first one and still agree with it. I still agree with my first video, so I must agree with the rest. That's what I tell myself. The day I will disagree with what I put out at first, then I'll start analyzing everything that come after. But I still very much agree with my first video, still very much in tune with that video and every video that I put out. So they will always stay there. They will always stay. And not because the accomplishment, I don't care about the accomplishment. It's about how we feel each and every morning I come here. Because if I make you feel like shit today, everything that I've done in the past means fuck all. So it's that about your accomplishment. It's about how we feel each and every day that we meet life with full presence and power, and that we don't let the bad vibration of Babylon get to us, and the toxic people and get to our mind. You know, there's a lot of toxic people. People that like to put out bad vibration, they make that it's their journey. You know, their journey is about bad vibration and stuff, and really emphasizing that. So we not concentrate on those people. We're going to concentrate on the good vibes, and there will always be people that do not see what you see and do not see the world the way that you see it. So it's okay to what has to be, and that's okay. I'm willing to endure that, endure the tribulation, and for sure, what a wonderful world it would be. Common sense, yeah, for sure. So I'm leaving you. I'm out, and I'll be back another now. Yeah, another now. And until then, rise and shine and live your dreams. Yeah. And meet life with full presence and power. Full presence and power is very, very important. Each and every moment, make it wonderful, and we have the power to do that. We have the power to live a free, beautiful, and happy life. Starts in there. Starts with you. It's the little things you do and the little words you say each and every day. Don't think about 3 weeks in advance. Just concentrate on this day. On this day, and make it the best you can. He's out.